This is Bill, the Fox Body Phantom, and we are over here at La Salette for the Massachusetts Car Club annual show. This has been a show we've done for the last few years. These guys are great. We have incredible weather. There's a ton of cool cars here today. I can't wait to share everything that we see today with you. As you can see behind us, we have a great selection of cars. I've already seen 2 Vipers. There's a ton of Fox bodies, so we should have a favorite Fox today. The Phantom favorite will come back around and share all of that with you. Let's talk about our first car up here today. We're going to talk about Jeff's 1989 Fox body convertible. A couple of cool things on this car. One is just super original. You know, you see these cars, especially in '89, this is the 25th anniversary car. That's why they added that tri-bar badge back into it. I talked about in '87, '88, no Mustang logos. '89, they wanted to commemorate the 25th anniversary, so they added the Mustang tri-bar back onto the car. Now, that is not factory on this. It is factory in the dash, so that is actually added on, but it looks cool on the car. This is a turbine car, so it's a GT, 5-speed, super nice interior. The reason I'm sharing this one with you too, you can see everything's all original, but Jeff has this car for sale for a very reasonable price. $17,000 for a 36,000 mile Fox body is an incredible deal. So he actually would prefer to get a hatch. So if you want to trade a hatch, you've got a nice Fox body hatch. He's into that too. But he's asking 17. The phone number is 401-429-3802. Guys, if you're looking for a nice, clean Fox convertible that would be easy to kind of really take it to that next level from a show level, this is it. Like I said, everything's original, everything's there, low mileage, 5-speed, everything you'd want with a great interior, parade boot. So a very cool car. Jeff, thanks for sharing with us and good luck on the sale. So we'll shoot another cool Fox up here today. We have Chris's 85. This car's a Northeast car its whole life, which is even more impressive because the car is super clean. Another convertible, 4-ride Fox. This is the last year of the carbureted Fox bodies. So in '86, we would go to the fuel injection. We'd keep the 4-eyes for 2 more years. '87, we would switch over and go to the more European style that we see on the '89 over here. But there's a lot of love for these cars. People love the carbureted versions of these. They're super adaptable to go in and just, you know, modify. They're super quick. They're fun. I like these seats on this. You'll see we talk about, like, everyone does like the seats on like the 88 and newer and these tweed seats. I actually love these flow through ventilation seats. I think they look super cool. I also love this more cockpit inspired, you know, dash that they had. I think it's a great looking car. They had the flat black on the hood for the GT, and then my favorite wheels, I love the 10-hole wheels. Everyone kind of migrated to the ponies over time. The ponies are great wheels. The 10 holes to me are the best looking of the Fox body wheels. So we've got a couple of cool Fox body convertibles up here, and we have nice enough weather in October to enjoy it, which is very cool. So Chris, thanks for sharing. Let's talk about Paul's 1970 chrome bumper 454 car. This was an original big block car. Paul has owned this car for 50 years, which is absolutely incredible, right? This is it was a 454 car. The motor did have some challenge. He ended up putting a new motor, restoring the car, but it's a 69 454 in here with all the L98 goodies. He added the side pipes, added the pace car wheels on it, which absolutely look incredible on this car. This car is phenomenal. The color on this car, so the matching interior to the exterior, we have a 67 C2 steering wheel on here, and the teak wood that looks incredible. Manual car, leather seats. The chrome just shines on this car. The color is gorgeous. When you take a look at the back end of these two, you know, in this version, you know, we talk about the chrome bumper cars, but even just how the rear spoiler flowed into the body of the car on this, I think adding these mag wheels in from the pace car really just is the right touch on this car. This would have been a rally wheel car back in '70, which still looked great. But I always thought these mag wheels were the best looking wheels on the C3 Vets. And then you add the chrome side pipes in, all the dressing under the hood, to just a beautiful car as it is. And Paul told me, drove this car every day for like the first few years he owned it. Drove it in the snow, drove it to New Hampshire from Canton every day. So it was his daily. And to see where it is in this restoration is absolutely incredible. Paul, beautiful car. Thank you for sharing it with us. So it's pretty cool to have an all-original first-gen Viper. So the Viper came out in like '92 as a prototype, super limited edition version. '93 was the first full year of Viper sales. This was what came out, and what I loved what Chrysler did is this was so close to the concept car. Like, they had this really crazy, wild concept car. They kind of put it out to the public. And when you understand what this car is, it's an 8-liter motor, so it's a truck motor, V10, 400 horsepower. no traction control, no anti-lock brakes, no safety features whatsoever. I don't even believe there was an airbag, which is wild in 93, right? So no airbag in the car, just a manual transmission, rear-wheel drive, V10, side exhaust. People burnt their legs like crazy. Now here's the other wild thing. No roof, no windows. Now there is a little factory target top. You can see these little slots here. There's plastic windows that go in here. But we had an 8-liter V10 making 400 horsepower at the time, which was wild. These really cool like 3-spoke wheels, which have really grown on me over the years. But again, no safety features at all. These cars got wrecked like crazy. People bought them, they were not ready to drive them, and they put them out and they just got wrecked. So it's nice to see an original one like this that's been kept original, that's incredibly clean. So I wanted to share this one because it's just a nice version of a first year Viper. I think you guys know I love Cadillacs, and I got to talk to the owner of this. She just drove this car to Hershey and back. She said it's like 900 miles. I forget how much gas this went through. I think it averaged like 10 miles a gallon. It's a 472. This car is a monster, right? So this is a 70 Fleetwood Brom with the 472. But what I like about this car, it's very original. It actually took like second in class at Hershey. But for me, the coolest part of this car is the interior. Like, I just think it's so cool. Like, you look at this interior, and man, I remember when I first started dating my wife, her mom had a couch that looked just like this that we were not allowed to sit on. That was like the fancy guest company couch. Had this like same material in it, and I love it, you know, the footrests in the car, the interior. I mean, it's such a big car, 20 feet long, 10 miles to the gallon, beautiful color, super cool. So I wanted to share this very cool chance to judge. I got to see some very cool, unique cars, and this 48 Crosley pickup was one of the most unique. I got to talk to the owner for a second. Quarter ton, you said, right? Quarter ton, yeah. So quarter ton, is it 26.5 horsepower? Okay, I saw the, yes. There's like a little dot in the middle. I thought it said 2 points. I got you, okay. I got you. So 26 horsepower. What's the top out on the highway? Will it get 55?
I wouldn't take it out.
Okay, so.
I cruise 35, 40.
And it's fine? 3-speed manual? So 3-speed manual, 35, 40 on the back roads, quarter ton, 12-inch wheels, this cool little pickup bed. Again, if you're looking for something unique and different when you go to a show, you can't get much more unique and different than this. So I wanted to share this because, again, we do a lot of shows, guys. I don't ever see anything like this. So I wanted to share it. It's very cool, and thank you for bringing it up to the show today. Another very cool truck is this 1941 Chevy. Now, this truck is not big by any standard today, but when you see it next to that Crosley, it also helps you understand how small that Crosley is. I like it for a couple of reasons. One, I love the paint. That tangerine pearl is incredible on here. The interior is pretty neat, pretty simple. And I do like the weld wheels, like the weld drag stars are super cool. But the paint is really what drew me to this truck. And again, see, the Fords are a lot more common than you see on the Chevys. So to see a Chevy version of this in that paint so I'm not going to go deep into these two cars, but I do think it's pretty cool when we have two right-hand drive white RX-7s. Very cool. Again, the JDM stuff is not my specialty, but I do appreciate cool cars that are different, and to have two of the right-hand drives here. And I think this is just such a unique style. I think when this came out, you know, everyone kind of loves the Supra. I was always a fan of the 3000 GTs, but the RX-7s were so unique with the rotary engines, the turbo. They would rev like crazy. They were actually super quick. So I think they're great looking cars. Talk about a cool custom, this 1937 right here. I love the blue. When I saw it come in, it is slammed to the ground on that air suspension. It also has a really cool bed, which looks great on the car. Really nice custom interior. Like, this thing's very neat. And like I said, I saw it come in and it looked absolutely incredible, but this back end is really cool on the truck, the way it flows into the fenders. We've got like the Pontiac taillights on here, which is super cool. It's just a great looking truck. The color's incredible, the giant wheels on it. So this was a very unique custom, and I like the paint. And like I said, the back end to me though was kind of the coolest part. So unique and customized and different. Very cool. Really cool air-cooled 82 911 SC. This is a Eurospec car. And for a couple reasons, it makes it a much cooler version than the American car, in my opinion. You get the much better looking European bumpers on the car. You get 240 horsepower versus like 180 horsepower in the US spec car. You get a couple of outside features, but this one also has a blue interior, which is super cool on the car. Obviously the air-cooled 3.0. But you also have a slightly different version of the spoiler. And the owner made me smarter, and I appreciate that. I call all of these a whale tail. He said, no, this is the T-tray. The whale tail had a little bit of an uptick in the back of the spoiler, so this is a slightly different version of this. And you can also see the rear bumper, the bumperettes stick out about half as far as it on the US spec. Another very cool car up here. We're gonna shoot Joe's 1970 Roadrunner. Joe's had this car since 77, saved up all of his paper route money to buy the car. He's had it since then. Obviously, from now to then to now, wildly different and modified. The car started life as a 383 4-speed car. It is now a 440 punched out to 500, putting out close to 800 horsepower. I think what's cool on this car, he also has the A12 style lift-off hood, which I love on these cars. I think they look great. The car now has a 727 Dana rear end with 456 gears. He does run race gas in the car. It's just a cool version of this car, and I love stories where people own their cars for a long time. And Joe, it's so cool that you've been able to kind of grow and evolve with this car, build it to what you want. So super happy for you. It's a beautiful car, and thank you for sharing it with us. So if you've watched my videos for any length of time, you know I love wagons. This is a Ford Country Squire wagon. Great patina on the car, 03, 04 Mach 1 wheels. But to me, when I saw this car when I came up, I like that they've kept it all original. Now the challenges on this is like, it's a cool looking like hot rod. You're probably never gonna win a show with it, right? The reality is it's not a show car, but it's a super cool driver. And this one has a Coyote under the hood. So, you know, we've got a 400 plus horsepower Coyote. We've stayed with Ford Power. We've got the modern Mach 1 wheels, which look really cool, but you have the old school interior, including these really cool like jump seats in the car, along with these bench seats in the front and back. You know, this car will hold 6, 8, 9 people in it. We've got drum brakes, which I think is crazy, but like, I love the uniqueness of this. I love someone taking a 67 wagon that's patinaed and throwing that very cool Coyote motor on it, throwing the modern Mach 1 wheels on it. So again, while most people would probably walk by this car, I think it's super cool. We're gonna shoot 3 very cool cudas right now. We have 2 71s, both Hemis, and I'm gonna shoot a 340 in a second because the 340 has an incredible story. This is so tough. These are like the factory wheels for this car. This Hemi actually has like the dog dish hubcaps behind us in black. So we've got like a triple black 71, and we have the Hemi orange here too. Now, I am torn. Orange is my favorite color. I love an orange car, and an orange Hemi Cuda is badass. And a 4-speed pistol grip is awesome. This is a gorgeous version of this car. But man, this black car is just so sinister. Like, as much as I love orange, I think I like the black one better, right? The black looks super cool. Non-console car, pistol grip 4-speed, 426 Hemi with the Argent hood scoop. So everything's black except for that hood scoop. How cool is that? But I want to go over and shoot this 71 over here. This 71 is owned by the original owner. She got it as a graduation gift for graduating high school. This was her high school graduation gift. It's a 340 car. She's the original owner. Car is 26,000 miles. She has had it since day one. How cool is this? So we got a 340 car with a 4-barrel. Again, these small block Cudas were super cool. This would be the basis of what they would make the AAR Cudas, the Challenger TAs. And as much as we all love the Hemis, I love the story on this. Again, Hemi orange, but here's my favorite part. Check out how cool this orange interior is. She was telling me this car sat in the dealership and actually had a little bit of a tougher time selling because of the orange interior. I love it. I think this interior is incredible. This car is super cool, and I love the story. So 3 amazing 71 Cudas up here today. This 2025 Mustang RTR. So this is a special edition. Again, I don't know that the owner just left. I don't know a ton about these yet. I've read a little bit about them online. I was hoping to get to talk to him, but the person that's kind of caretaking it right now told me it's 800 horse. The car was painted in this almost like a Mistachrome style, so that color change paint. The wheels are beautiful on the car, the Brembo brakes. This is a very cool car. Obviously, you can see the Roush intake. I just think it looks incredible. I know this is the higher performance version in 2025. I wish I knew more about them. Shame on me. I got to kind of get into these guys and kind of learn more about these 2025s. You know, I've seen all the information, the dark horses, and then obviously we have the GTDs. There's a lot of crazy high performance Mustangs coming out this year, but this one really drew me in. The paint, I hope it shows up on video, because in person, this paint is incredible. So I just wanted to share it. I think it's a very cool 2025. So every once in a while we get an opportunity to shoot like a 69 Camaro pace car, and you guys all know that car in the white and orange. Here's a 67 pace car, but this is actually one of the 43 festival cars. So this is actually one of the cars they actually used at the Indy race to basically ferry people around. They loved the convertibles. They were really for like dignitaries. They would put people in the back of the car, bring them around the event. So this is one of those cars. It is a 396 car, manual, white with the blue interior. You know, when you look at the 67s, couple unique features, no side markers in the front or back. We don't have the vents, but we'll have the wing window here. But man, look how pretty this interior is. This blue interior with like the silver whitish piping across the SS wheels. It is a 4-speed car. So this is just a very pretty version. And again, A lot of times we get to see really cool stuff, but you don't get to see the actual real versions that were used at the event. So this is a festival car from '67 in the white and blue convertible. Absolutely stunning. In my interest of trying to find stuff that's different and unique and has presence, this 55 Plymouth Savoy absolutely has all of those things. You've got like the spotlights, like the old police cars we have. You have the old style like Bonneville salt flat style wheels, which are designed to be more aerodynamic. When I was a kid, Huffy came out with a bike called the Sigma that had these really aerodynamic wheels, and we all thought it made us faster. I promise you it didn't, and I promise you on this car, it's also not making this car faster, but it looks cool as hell. I love the blue paint. It's so different and so just of that period. And again, these cool like old school searchlights, the cool old school interior. It looks like it's 3 on the tree. This is just a neat car. All right, so we've got some very cool C3s here. First of all, we got a veteran here, so thank you for your service. I love this color in that copper color. Phenomenal with the chrome bumper car. We have another one next to us, again, another gorgeous chrome bumper car. I love the Indy Firehawk wheels. There's that really cool logo on there, which looks awesome on the car. But the one at the end was the one that kind of intrigued me. This is a 73 big block car. So this is the last year with any of the chrome bumpers, so you get the rear chrome. Obviously, this one has some really good looking torque thrust wheels. This is a manual car. But what kind of stuck out to me was this was a big block car. So in 73, this would be the last year you could actually get a big block. And in 73, you had a couple of unique things. We've talked about it before. They went to the, kind of the rubber front bumper, but they kept the chrome rear bumper. And this was the first year they went to that kind of open gill style. If we look on the other ones, you'll see over here, these still have those kind of the fins in between. So this is kind of a unique car. And again, I like the 73s, but to see one of the big block 73s is very cool. And all 3 of these C3 cars are absolutely beautiful with the chrome bumpers. Stunning. I think I couldn't see anything else cooler. A 1948 Jeep Willys truck. This one has obviously been Restomod with a modern 350, modern big wheels with, the mud tires. The chrome is way nicer than anything that would have came out of this truck new. This truck is so well put together. It is absolutely beautiful. I didn't even look in the bed yet to see, but yeah, the bed is beautiful. The frame rails or the bed rails look great on the truck. Man, this is a really nice version. I saw it coming in. I really didn't get a chance to take a look at it as I was judging, but this is a beautiful version of this 48. Stunning truck. All right, so you guys know I say I'm not going to shoot any more Chevelles because I always talk about 69 Chevelles, but I saw Russ's car, and this has a cool story, and I love a cool car with a cool story. Russ bought this car back in '89, redid the car. It was actually used to race for quite a few years. It's now not in its racing life anymore. We've gone back to a more streetable, like 373 rear end, but it's a 406. Over 500, about 550 horsepower. We got the really cool racing street seats. We got the weld wheels, the Wildwood brakes. I love the beadlock wheels in the back, so if you were drag racing, anyone that doesn't know, you can actually, lock these down to the tires so they don't come off when you get all that torque that comes in. Turbo 350 in here with a lockout and the racing seats. Now, I did say to Russ, again, as all of us are getting older, I said, you're going to get away from the racing seats. And he's like, we're still pretty good. And they do drive this car up to like an hour from the house, so they actually do use it. It's just a really cool car, and I love the story. You can see the roll bar that's been put into it, right? The cage is here. It looks like it's actually probably an NHRA approved cage, so you can actually use it to run into the 10s. It's just a cool version. Love the Kyle induction hood. Love the 69s. And good for you for leaving the 350 tag on it. It doesn't say SS anywhere, right? So it's not trying to pretend to be an SS, but it's just a really cool 69 Chevelle. So let's do our favorite Fox of the day. This we have a 92 Summer Edition, Special Edition. This car is pretty cool. These came out in 92. Now, Ford was at the end of the 5.0 run. They were trying to figure out, like, how do they sell more cars, get people still into it, right? Because this body style was essentially unchanged since 87. The Fox body came out in 79. We had one more year after this before we would actually go into the 94, the newer SN95 Mustangs. And Ford was kind of at an impasse of how do we sell more cars. They had some success with that Special Edition 7-Up Mustang that came out, and they realized, like, if we can do maybe something a little different, we can have some, add some value into what we're doing, get more folks to buy some of the Foxes. So in 92, they came out with a couple of Special Edition, summer Edition cars. They had the red with the white. Now, this was the most common of that Summer Edition. Red, white interior, white top, white pony wheels. Now, what I liked about this one does have some cracking on the white leather interior. This interior was almost impossible to keep nice. This white leather was really soft, and over time it just deteriorated. But I also see most of these cars have the white wheels that are just a disaster. The center caps are way off. They're either yellow, they don't match the rest of the car. This one has really nice the white pony wheels. They're actually in great shape, so I was happy to see this one and share this because it's kind of unique. So this is our Fox Body favorite of the day, this really cool 92 Special Edition Summer Edition. So I'm gonna do my Phantom favorite. I got a chance to judge, so I do have a little bit of an edge because I got to see a lot of the cars way more in detail today. And my Phantom favorite car of the day today is gonna be the 66 Chevy Impala Super Sport 327. This car, when I say is as close to flawless as I've seen all year to show, it is as close to flawless as I've seen all year to show. It has the new old stock wheel covers that just look incredible on the car. The paint is immaculate from every angle. The chrome is incredibly nice. When you take a look, the glass is great. The interior, I mean, you look at this interior, this takes you right back to straight 1966. It is stunning. And it's so cool to see one of these that's been kind of left in this condition. You know, the 327 is a great motor. I talk about that motor all the time. It's kind of unloved, and everyone wants the bigger block cars, but man, this 327 had plenty of power. It sounded good. It was economical. It was reliable. And then you look at this incredible body line. You know, you think about the fastback body lines that came out in the mid 60s, and these Impalas just ooze style. I love that rear window, but just an absolutely beautiful car, and this is my Phantom favorite of the day. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up and call it a day. What a great show today. I got a chance to talk to a ton of people. We judged a bunch of amazing cars. We saw some really cool and unique stuff here today, stuff that you haven't seen elsewhere. So I love that you checked out the video. You saw some really cool cars, plus some cars we've shot before that are just super nice. Man, they had a beautiful selection of C3 Corvettes today, especially chrome bumper versions of the car. We got a chance to see some nice Chevelles, you know, just some beautiful Camaros. That 67 pace car that was actually a festival car was amazing. So super fun. We will have a show next weekend. It'll be on Sunday. So the next video will come out next Sunday. Please come see me if you see me at a show. Let me know. I want to talk about your car. I appreciate all of you. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do so. And we will talk to all of you very soon. Thank you, everybody.